Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Jayco Whitehawk 32 KBS travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around the trailer, show you a few things about it, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple of things I want you to take into consideration. First and foremost, your slides. I've got one out to show you the distance, so you do have your big slide in the rear. So you want to when you park, you want to park accordingly so that you have plenty of room for your slides to come out unhindered, and preferably nothing right over top of them. Then, where your water and electricity hookups are. If you're at a campsite, your city water hookup is going to be at the off-camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle, all the way at the rear. And your power is also at the rear, plugs in the back here. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. First thing you're going to do is unhook your hitch. Hitch man's going to go over all your hitch work with you. Once you get your hitch off, first thing you do is level your unit. I do recommend getting a bubble and sticking it about the middle of your unit on your off-camp side. Do you have a docking light here and a power tongue jack? Simply lower or raise the unit. And should you lose power, you do have a little rubber stopper here. Pull that up and use this little hand crank to raise or lower the unit. Speaking of power, when you arrive at the campsite, you might want to check your terminals, make sure your posts are all connected here. After you have your unit level, next thing you do is stabilize the unit. On all four corners of the unit, you have stabilizing jacks. 3/4 inch hand crank, crank to the right or bring them down. Now you can hand crank to the right or bring these down. You can use a impact driver or electric drill gun on the end of these 3/4 inch socket. Run these down in a matter of seconds, but when you get to the bottom, slow down, because you only want to bring these down taut. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. I recommend jack pads. If you have a 4-pack of those from our store, it's going to better distribute the weight. It's going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer at the campsite. Pick you up a 4-pack of those stabilizing jacks, put them down, run all four corners down just until they're taut. And once you get your stabilizing jacks down, you get the unit level and stable. We're going to go ahead and hook up our power and electric and water. As I said, your power cord's all the way at the rear of the unit. You have 50 amp service on this. Show you quickly how these go on now. Plastic washer keeps it locked on. Turn to the left so it slides in and then twists to the right to lock on. Put on your washer. 50 amp service, big long cord here. Need to plug into the campsite. Most of them are 30. There's your 50 to 30 dog bone that comes with the unit. And also, if you need to, they 30 down to 110 you can throw on the end of this if you need to plug into 110 somewhere at home. There's your power. Let's hook our water up. Oh, walk right past it. City Water Connect. Again, at the rear of your unit. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. Always use water pressure regulator when putting water into your unit. You don't know if what the water pressure is at the different campsites. You don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites, so always use this water pressure regulator. Hook it up to your city water connection, but before turning on your hose, come down here to your left. In between the slides will be your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point is returning our rod and drain plug. You may have left that out from last time you were camping, or you remember to put it back in before you left. But put your rod and drain plug back in all the way, then you can go ahead and turn on your hose. After your hose has been on for a while, you gotta come up here to your water pressure release valve, let the air out of the lines, pull up on that. Once you got a nice steady flow of water coming on here, you know your hot water heater is full and you can go ahead and light it from inside. Now you do have an on-off switch down here. The reason it's set to off is you should only turn this on down here if you use the 110. Make sure to shut it off before you plug back in to any other type of power source. If your hot water heater doesn't seem to be working, come out here and look at these. A bubble will be sticking out. Just press the bubble back in to reset it. Other instructions are right on the inside of the casing here. That should do everything you need to do. Now, should you be camping and you're not going to use city water, you can use potable water. Let's find your potable water tank. Way over here on your campsite, just to the right of your outdoor kitchen, is your potable water. Simply use a hose and fill that up. If you have an overflow to start flowing out here, you know it's full. Or you can just go inside, which I'll show you here shortly, where you check the levels of your tanks and just keep an eye on your fresh tank as you're filling it. Once you see it full in there, you know you're good. Again, burp your hot water lines, let the air out, and once that's full, you know you can light that from indoors as well. When using potable water is when you're going to want to use your water pump. Don't use your water pump unless you are using potable. Don't use it on city, it's already pressurized. Now we've got our water and electricity hooked up. Let's go ahead and walk you around the outside of the unit real quick. Starting over here on your campsite, some lighting for your outdoor kitchen. Little tray here. Hose that you can hook up that spray port or this nozzle to. Cutting board. Your grill. Underneath your grill, you'll use this connection to connect right there and bring it right over here to your quick connect. Also down here, your low point drain. On the bottom here is a couple of 110s and a cable hookup if you want to put a TV out here. Your outdoor speakers. That is a vent for your microwave. This is your furnace heat release, so if you're running your furnace, steer clear of that, that'll get rather warm. Your step above step, some are really nice, we'll talk about those later. A friction hinge, so it's not going to slide open or closed on you, swing from the wind. Your pass-through storage. You have some lighting in here. 110, tire gauge, light. There's your hand crank for your stabilizing jacks. Again, your batteries. Do want to mention up here on your propane tank you have a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using. Crank it to the left to open it up. You'll see that red turn to green. When that turns red, you know that your propane needs to be switched to the other tank. Solar on the side, just a little solar panel. If you want to put one out here, you can hook it up here and it'll trickle charge your batteries. More lighting in here. Kind of bright. I want to show you your battery disconnect. Shut your battery off. That shuts off all of the battery power to the unit. That's going to come important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide detector. On your slides, the only thing I want to mention on these is these are called wipers. And what you're going to do is probably get some wiper fluid, they call it, from our store. It keeps these really viable, keeps them to flip in and out real easy. And that's what you want, is you want them to stay flexible over the years. Again, your hot water heater. You get some big storage. Yep. Long storage area here. Your black tank flush, which we'll talk about when leaving the campsite. Your city water connection. Outdoor shower. Your black and gray holding tank dump. Cable and TV satellite hookup. You will store your sewage pump in, your sewage hose in here when we leave. Again, your power and your spare tire with a cover. The unit is prepped for a Furrion backup camera. Device you can purchase from our store, and it sits on the dash of your tow vehicle, giving you a backup camera for this unit. Again, anything I mentioned you can get from our store, you'd have a 10% off coupon to use. Your ladder, go up and check your seams once or twice a year, caulk as needed. About covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a quick look on the inside. Coming up the door, first and foremost, what I want you and everyone that's camping with you to know is where the fire extinguisher is. Fire extinguisher is by the entry doorway in case of emergency. Also on this little island here, we have kitchenette area. We have 110 with GFCI reset. Looking straight across the hall here, a couple things to look at. Down at the bottom is your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention this 12 volt is this is always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, use that battery disconnect to keep this from running your battery down. Your lighting, accent lighting here in the hallway, and your bedroom lights. Here's your slide control, in and out. I'm going to go ahead and run that out. So this is your bedroom slide, which is already out. We're going to come back over to the hallway here and come up to this control panel. I'm not sure how well you can read it on here. Try to get at an angle where you can. Over here, you'll go through different modes. Your AC, pairing the device to this. You can pair the device and run all your slides from outside. Checking your tanks. Turn on your pump, electric water heater or gas heater, and your slides. We are going to go to slide 1, which I believe is the living room. We're going to hit extend. Nope, that is the bedroom. So go down, back over to the left. Slide 2 is your living room. Hit extend, and your living room slides heading out. I had to close the exterior door so you could hear me. Plus, I want you to hear that low grinding noise that I purposely held for a couple seconds. That's fine to hear that. Nothing's grinding, nothing's hurting anything. It's just the way the mechanism keeps itself from sliding out any further. On your kitchen island, you do have a little pop-up 110 and USB ports. I will go back up to this control real quick because we got our slide open. Go to the next one. Here's where you turn on your thermostat. Up to the top. Here you can pair a device. Here's where you check your tanks. You see the level on them. And here's where you will turn on your hot water heater if you're hooked up to electricity, if you're hooked up to gas, or turn on your water pump. And your awning as well, slide here. You can bring that up to the awning. Let me extend that out because I want you to see how far you should run those out. So you're only going to want to run that out until that flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see the black. That's as far as you want to run those out. Big awning lights I didn't have on earlier. Come back inside the unit. Close the door so you can hear me again. Self-explanatory microwave. Above your stove you do have a fan and a light. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Simply turn to light. You see it turn red, that means your gas is on. You see that color. So you can turn on a panel light, which is blue. As soon as you turn the gas on, it turns red. Stove the same on the end. Down here in your kitchen area is your access panel to your fuse box and breaker box. Looks like you've got mostly 15s in there. I highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. Your Furrion fridge. No settings to have to worry about. Just come in here and set the desired temperature. Big TV. There's a chain back here to pull to release the TV, so you can get to the storage in the back. While I'm back here, turn on a few more lights. Where your television is. Cable hook up here, 110's up here. Just push this back to snap it back in. Storage, RV Technology sound system. You can play your music indoors, outdoors, or both. Scan for a decent channel here. So you get 2 zones for your speakers. Yeah, we're indoors, might not pick up too good, but you can play Bluetooth, you can play CD, DVDs. Let's talk about your fireplace. Turn it on. They're not just for looks anymore. What you want to do is turn the heat on. So if it's chilly on a fall or spring morning, and instead of turning on your gas and heating this place up, turn the heat on your fireplace. This thing is getting toasty already. It'll warm it up in here rather quickly. You see a few of these around the unit. These are just thermostat helpers. It's a temperature reader. Coming into the bathroom here, all kinds of lighting and fan. Storage in here. Ton of storage in here. This can also fold up. Make that a hanger. 110 on the wall here. Just in the bathroom, I want to mention, maintain your plumbing. Keep an eye on it. There's another access panel to it. Keep an eye on it. You have what I call parachute pull recliners. Reach in this handle here and pull up on it, and you have your chaise recliner. Lighting for this area on the wall. If you haven't seen this fold down, this is all one piece here. As is this. Just take your table and lay it down on them lips and bring back your back cushions. I more importantly wanted to show you how to set the table back in. That curved end down like that. Round end up here. Do the same with the top. Your lighting for up here. Accent lighting down below. Storage there. Storage. 110 on the end of your dresser in the bedroom. You also have cable and satellite hookup inside the dresser, and a hole here to run the cords through if you want to put a TV back here. Some accent lighting, some reading lights, and your lounging area along with a couple of USB ports and 110s. I want to mention you also have some storage up underneath the bed. Quite a bit actually. Big storage area here. You also have these little pieces here that can come out and set into give you a little table. Those will be stored up underneath your bed. That about covers everything on the inside. Smoke alarm right here in the hallway. You also have a nice night light shade here, skylight. AC with quick dump. Alright, so what I like to start with, I'll go ahead and put your table back together and go through and shut all the lights off. Make sure nothing's going to be in the way of hindering any slides from moving anywhere. And get ready to bring the slides in. Alright, well I've got a couple of lights still on in here. I do want to show you on the bottom here some light buttons. Push that first one, that'll control just about all of the house lights. Second one will dim a couple. Third. And you can also turn on your water pump here, or turn on your heat here. They're just shortcuts. So we're going to go back up here, switch this back to slides, go down to slide 1, hit retract. Slide 2, retract. I've got the bedroom slide controls over here. So yeah, make sure your bathroom doors are secured back with the bungee cords on the ends there. Bring it in, nothing hindering your slide. Okay, to hear that noise again, come over here, bring the bedroom slide in. Alright, after we've got our slides in, we'll shut our lights off and head out and act like we're leaving the campsite. You have these nice step-above steps. You want to make sure this door is all the way open. Sorry about the background noise. I'll try to make this quick. Make sure your exterior door is all the way open. You don't want this to catch on it. Lift this up into the door. Pull back on that, and it's locked in. Close your door. Lock and deadbolt your door. You don't want the horror story of your door popping open on you as you go down the road. Now we're going to hit some low point drains. Here it comes underneath your outdoor kitchen and dump that low point drain. Go ahead and go around your unit, bring up all your stabilizing jacks. Then you're going to go ahead and open up these low point drains right here that you're hot and cold. The other one's going to be for your potable water. For your hot water heater. We'll run some water out of here and then pull your hot water drain. Be careful, that water will be hot. Use a socket. Let all the waters drain out. Head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, take the hose we provide in your convenience pack, hook it up right here, and pull this black tank handle. Now if you pull that black tank handle and it sounds like there's no longer any sewage running, go ahead up here again with your water pressure regulator and hook up your black tank flush. Go ahead and, with your black tank handle still open, run water through here from the hose at the dump station for about 5 minutes. It's going to spray out your black tank and clean all that nastiness out of there. Go ahead and unhook your hose, unhook your water pressure regulator, close your black handle, and one at a time, pull your gray handles. These are going to be cleaner waters. Your sinks, your showers. It's going to clean out your sewage hose for you. Once you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and come to the back of the trailer, pinch and squeeze, and store your sewage hose right in the back there. Again, we thank you for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Whitehawk for many years to come. Happy camping.